20 years ago, my life changed in an instant. I was in a car crash so severe that I spent 2 weeks in a coma. When I woke up, the doctors told me I'd never walk again. They said I was lucky to be alive, but at that moment, I didn't feel lucky. Lying there, I realised something. Life is precious. Time is precious. You can't buy it back once it's gone. And I promised myself that if I got through this, I wouldn't take my loved ones for granted. I found my rocks through it all, and they taught me the true value of spending time with the people who matter the most. I also made another promise that I would walk out of that hospital on my own 2 feet. It wasn't always easy, every step was painful, but I learned that in life, the only way forward is to take one small step at a time. And eventually, I did it. I walked out of that hospital on my own 2 feet, proving that determination and self-belief, you can defy even the toughest of odds. 25 years on, and I just took on another challenge, one that pushed me further than ever before. A 1,200 kilometre trek across the UK to raise money for Headway, the Brain Injury Association. It was a way to give back to an organisation that not only supports survivors like me, but their families too. I've seen firsthand the incredible work they do, and it's an honour to help them continue to change lives. The walk began in Scotland at Ardross Castle, where I filmed the TV show The Traitors.
Ardross Castle, the Traitors Castle. Loads of memories come flooding back to me, and mainly good, to be honest, all really good memories. So yeah, I'm here to start my 1,200 kilometre trek. This place is incredible, it's such a beautiful place.
I spent 3 weeks walking through Scotland. The scenery was absolutely beautiful, and the air quality was so pure. It wasn't all sunshine and rainbows though. After less than a week of walking, I caught food poisoning. Up all night with sickness, and I had blisters all over my feet.
Woke up this morning, mate, and I feel like hit by a ton of bricks. Yeah, God, it's really sinking in now, the enormity of this challenge, I suppose.
This is where most people would have quit. Most people wouldn't have gone on to bed. They would have thrown in the towel, made excuses, and gone home. That's not me. I've been through so much worse, and the thought of a 21-year-old Andrew lying there in his hospital bed defeated kept pushing me on. There was one day I only managed 7 kilometres.
All I wanted was a good night's sleep yesterday, but I probably slept for 20 minutes last night. I feel dreadful this morning again.
But sometimes in life it's about them small steps. 7 kilometres is better than no kilometres, which is what most people would have done. Grief and resilience work together, and it was strength and determination alone that got me through it. Where there is no struggle, there is no strength. After 3 weeks of walking, I made it to England.
I can see England! I can see England! Yes! Yes, I can see England! Woohoo! Woohoo!
I made my way through England, my body was feeling better, and every step was a reminder of how far I had come. From that hospital bed paralysed to walking across the entire UK. 5 days later, I arrived in Liverpool and took a ferry across the Northern Ireland. I was feeling good, but I knew I still had far to go. But the strength and determination I had built kept me going. I wasn't going to quit, no matter what. There were some tough days in Ireland, and I had no idea whether I was going to complete this challenge. My leg just collapsed, basically, and I just didn't know if I was going to be able to carry on. The pain was excruciating behind my knee. The enormity of what I was doing had sunk in. I had already walked so far, but I still had a long way to go. Resilience is the key in life. If you aren't resilient, it will beat you down and you won't be able to get back up. I've suffered so much adversity in life, but here I am, still pushing, breaking barriers both mentally and physically. After 2 days of walking, I took a ferry back to England.
That's Northern Ireland done. So I'm on the ferry, as you can see on the sky deck. Going back to Birkenhead now.
I had come so far, but I still had a whole country to cross before the finish line. During my walk, I had the support of so many people. My guides, business sponsors, and friends and family who joined me on various parts of the trek. This gave me the extra push I needed to complete this challenge, proving that you can do anything when you're surrounded by the right people. After a total of 42 days and over 1,200 kilometres, I made it to Cardiff Castle, where I was greeted by my amazing girlfriend Laura, my mum, dad, brothers, and lots of incredible supporters. I also met with Professor Lane, the man who saved my life after my car crash.
Yeah. Done. Oh, God, I'm impressed.
I owe my life to this man, and it was amazing for him to see me complete such an amazing challenge 25 years after he saw me paralysed. This day really showed me, again, that time is invaluable. Don't waste it, spend it with your loved ones, and do what makes you happy. Every step was a reminder of how far I had come. It wasn't always easy. There were days where the weather was relentless, my body was exhausted, and the finish line felt impossibly far. It's great to be outside, guys, and really good for your physical health and mental health, guys. So yeah, thanks for your support, guys, and I'll speak to you all later. Bye. But I kept going. I believed in myself, because I'd learned long ago. Resilience is about never failing. It's about always getting back up. If you focus your mind on something and channel your strength and determination and never give up, you could never lose. And I've just proved that.